Wait. Am I lagging? I am lagging. Hello. Hi everybody. Hello, hi. Scuff Town again. Hello everybody, hi. I was moving fine in the starting screen. The moment I switch over, it starts lagging and I don't know what it is. Hold up 1 second. No, not that one. Oops. Oops. Wait. Wait. My background, why is it so crunchy and weird? Hold up. How do I fix that? Oh no. Why does it look like that? Is it my background? Maybe it is. It's so weird. Okay, I thought it was because my thing was moving, but apparently not. Hello. There we go. No, wait. Don't mind me trying to cover up my background. I was gonna sit here in the darkness. Okay. Does that help? Does not having the, like, moving in the background kind of help a little bit? Because I had a move filter on it. Anyways. Hello everybody, how are you? We're a little bit crunchy. Slightly. Minimally. Why darkness? Just get a lamp? We do have lamp. Look. Like up there, we have a lamp in the background. You can't see it though. I am in the way. But yes, there is a big lamp behind me. Anyways, hello everybody. I am back from my trip. Did you miss me? Merry Christmas? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's like Merry Christmas isn't until like 3 days. 3 days? 3 days, I think. The lag. It's killing me. Yes, I missed you. Yippee! Oh no. Yeah, the frame rate, I know. Yeah, my FPS is jumping between like 50 to like that. Wait, can I turn down my bitrate? Maybe it's too high. Okay. Does lowering the bitrate help? I don't know. I'm gonna be so free. I don't think the bitrate helps. Is it OBS? Do I have like too many scenes? And now we're sitting here in the darkness. Yippee! Okay. Why? What's going on? You know what I should do? Okay. I'm going to do... it's not looped, that's why. Okay. I'm going to... It made it worse. Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna start nuking every single one of my assets that I'm not using right now. Boom. Boom. Maybe this will fix my CPU usage. Okay, I have good news. I have good news. I have started ordering parts for my PC. Yippee! it's gonna take me a while. I have to get a case and I have to look at motherboards and I have to go buy RAM. But looking at RAM prices is making me want to cry, so I don't know. I don't know about that one. I do have RAM in this PC, so what I might do actually is just rip out the RAM from that. Let me remove this one. Bye-bye. Hi, FUCKs, hello. Oh god, I'm moving. I am a PNG. Okay. Is it the scenes that's an issue, or is it the... I can't tell. Is it the scenes, or is it the sources that's a problem? What? I'm going through all of my stuff right now. I don't know what's causing a problem. Let me remove that. Let me tap that. What is this? Just be a PNG? No, I want to have this. Interested. You know what? That's fine. We'll leave it like that. I can't even remove anything from the program because it's like, it's not GPU issues, it's CPU issues. Listen, I can move. Look, I just can't move too much. Like, I can't move aggressively. I don't know what it is. Wait, let me look at my stats. It's my FPS, and I think it's, what's it called? Rendering lag and encoding lag. Yeah. We'll just be slideshow today, and for tomorrow, and for like the rest of whatever. I can't help with CPU, sadly. It's okay. Guess what I bought? Okay, I need to tell you a story. I have a lot to tell you guys about. I have I have multiple stories. Okay, where do I start? Okay, so when did I leave? When did I leave? Let me look at my calendar. I left like a week ago, so the 12th, right? So when I found I did. Okay, so on the 12th, I think I streamed on the Tuesday, right? And then I didn't see you guys for a while, right? Yeah. So on the Thursday before the 12th, the 11th, I was like, okay, my PC is failing me. So what I need to do is I need to go buy a GPU. So I bought a GPU, but the thing is, what happened was I went onto eBay. No, I went on Facebook Marketplace. I was looking at Facebook Marketplace and I was looking at used PCs, remember? And then apparently I was looking in the wrong area. I was looking in California and I was like, I don't live in California, so oops. I don't live in that state, so I gotta like look in my local area. So I was looking there and I found someone reselling a PC for like $675. So I messaged the seller and I was like, hey, is this still available? Are you still selling this PC? And they were like, yeah, are you interested? And I was like, yeah. And then we worked it out, but then I was like, oh shoot, we can't meet up because I'm literally leaving tomorrow. So after that, I messaged the seller. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. I'll do whatever payment processing thing you want, right? But I can't actually meet you until I get back from my trip, like on the 22nd. And they were like, oh, no problem. I'll just mark it as sold, so I'll hold it on for you. I'll I'll hold on to it for you until you get back, so mark it as sold. Okay? And I said, sure, nice, thank you. And then afterwards, oh, my captions disappeared. What the heck? My captions died and somehow my CPU is working now. Look, I can move. Whoa! Sorry. Uh-oh. I moved a little too much and I watched my CPU spike up to 96. Yeah, oopsies, I can't move. I can't move too much, unfortunately. Can't be too hyper, apparently. So after I messaged this out, they're like, oh, I marked it as sold. I was like, okay, great. And then I was talking to my sibling and my brother. He was like, why don't you look at eBay? See if he doesn't want chat to influence you. My captions died, and apparently the sacrifice was enough to bring back my CPU for just a little bit. Oh no, it's climbing again. Never mind. Actually, why do I have this open? Sorry guys. We are just not gonna have reward requests. I'm not gonna see it. I'm closing my Twitch panel. Goodbye, Firefox. Hopefully, ooh, wow, that freed up like 10% of GPU. Heck yeah. We're good now. I can't do reward requests because I can't see them anymore on Twitch. And if we're getting a raid, I can't see that either. Ha ha ha. Uh-oh. Goodbye, Twitch dashboard. I can't see that anymore. Uh-oh. Is there a way I can add that? I'll figure that out. I don't know. It's gone. I can't see. Twitch. Docs. Twitch. Ah. Ooh. There it is. I can put it in OBS. It looks really clunky. Okay, I can see. It's just very tiny. Hold on, let me move this. Ooh. Oh shoot, is this gonna affect my... Sorry, I'm back. I am washing socks. I will get to that part later, eventually. This is gonna be like the world's longest storytelling that you've ever seen. So where was I? Oh yeah, I bought the... Ooh, what am I looking at? So I'm looking at my stats. Okay, so I bought it and I went onto eBay and I was like, oh, in the middle of like when I was messaging the seller from Facebook Marketplace, I went onto eBay and there was a bid going on at the moment and I was like, oh, there's a bid and the current price right now is like $410. So I put in my bid. I put in my max bid. By the way, guys, if you ever want to bid on eBay, just like find this unethical life hack. Find a, what's it called? A bid sniper on eBay. You can use an eBay bid sniper. So you put in your max bid and it waits until like the very last second and it like super bids like really, really fast for you so that you don't have to like sit there and wait for it to count down and then put in your bid. So you put in your max bid, you put in your max bid and it'll keep going until it hits the... Oh, whoa, there's something on me. There's a little fly. You put in your max bid and it'll like... and it will like... So I put in a max of I think 650? And this is like... it was ending in 22 hours. So I was like, okay, I'll put in the bid. I don't know if I'll win it or not, but sure. And then in the meanwhile, I was messaging the seller. On Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. So then I was like, okay, I have two things going on right now. So like, I have the thing on Facebook Marketplace, and that's like my last resort, right? And then I have the thing on eBay, and if I bid the bid on eBay, then I will have like the thing. But I wasn't sure if I was gonna win or not. That's the issue. So I just kind of left it, and I was like, I packed and I went to bed, and I was like, okay, good, perfect. That's all I need. I can only imagine everyone using Bid Sniper and the number rolls like crazy at the last second. That's basically what happens sometimes. If it's an item that has like a lot of demand, sometimes that does happen, but sometimes like stuff, you could change how fast it'll snipe. It'll be like every 3 seconds, every 5 seconds, or like the moment somebody else snipes, it'll do a snipe afterwards, and then the bid can like increase like crazy. But you don't know. And I don't know, because I can't check the logs of like people bidding on it once it's over. So lo and behold, 24 hours rolls by. Like, I'm at the airport, I get on my first flight. I had to take 2 flights to get to my location. I get on the first flight, everything's all fine and good, right? In between, my first flight gets delayed, by the way. I'm at the airport, the air like security, boom, smooth, super nice. I get through everything, the first flight goes fine. We're sitting at the gate for like an hour. And the only reason is because they're like, hey guys, by the way, the location that we're going to, traffic control is having problems with the number of planes coming in, so we're gonna have to sit here at our starting location until they clear that out at our destination. And we were like, okay, we'll just sit here for an hour. And I'm like thinking to myself, like, I have a connecting flight right after this one. Am I gonna make it on time? I need to go on a 6-hour drive, so I need to be leaving soon. Ooh, good luck. Don't be safe. Don't fall asleep. Are there brownie points here? Ooh, you're on Twitch. There's channel points. You get a cookie. If you follow, you get a cookie. Maybe you get a lot of cookies. But, yeah. Ooh, trick or treat. You got a piece of candy. Yippee! So basically, we wait for a whole hour. We take off. And then when we land, we sit, like, we get on land, and then they make an announcement on the plane. They were like, hey, by the way, we know we were delayed for a little bit. The people going to this place, this place, this place, and this place, if you have a tight connection, you gotta book it. That's what they told us. They said, you gotta book it. So we're gonna ask everybody to sit down and stay seated until the people who have tight connections leave first. By the way, that didn't work out. So I am seated at the back of the plane, and I get up because I'm like, I have like 30 minutes to get to the next gate across the airport on the other side. I gotta run. And so I get up, and then a bunch of other people get up, and then like as people are leaving, everybody else starts leaving at the front of the plane. So they let the people at the front go who had tight connections, but the people at the back, for some reason, everybody at the front of the plane was like, oh, well, that must have been all the people with tight connections. We'll just get off too. So you have the air flight attendants being like, was that everybody? Did everybody who has a tight connection go? And then literally everybody in the back goes, no. But at this point, like, people who had already been seated waiting to get off the plane, and the people who had the tight connections already left, they were starting to get off too. So the people in the back with tight connections were just kind of like, So I mean, it's not that much of a delay. It was maybe like 15 minutes. And we get off the plane, and then we're like speed walking, you know, like fast, walking fast, speed running to our next gate. They have like the little tram that takes you from, what's it called, gate to gate. So we take that, we go across, take like a couple little like stops, and then we get to our place. We like go all the way to the very end, because every single time I travel, it's always like the very last gate at the very far end of that gate. It's like if your gate is A, for example, your gate is like A75 at the very end. And I'm like, wow, I gotta walk so far. So I am speed walking really, really fast. And we get there, and I'm like, okay, we get there and we have like 15 minutes, and we're like, okay, we'll get something to eat really, really quickly, because my flight was at 6. Yeah, my flight was at 6. By the time we landed, it was like maybe 8. They know you don't touch grass as much as others. They wanted me to walk really far. I got my steps in that day. So we got there a little bit earlier than planned. We got there like a little bit before they started boarding, so that was like nice. So we were like, okay, we'll go get something to eat, we'll get dinner really quickly. Every single store was closed. And then when we stopped by other restaurants and like other places to eat, they would look at us as we were walking by, and they would go, oh, the line cuts off here, we ran out of ingredients. And then we would just have to keep going farther and farther away from our exit. We had to keep going like the other way, because all of these places either had no ingredients or they were closing. And we were like, oh my god. So finally we had to stop at like a coffee shop and get like a little breakfast sandwich, just like a little something to eat for dinner, because we had nothing. There was nothing. And like we went to this, before that we stopped at this one dinner place, and we were like, oh, how much are the sandwiches here? Pre-wrapped wraps, by the way. Pre-wrapped cold sandwiches in like a little plastic clamshell container. They were like, oh, that's $15. And we were like, airport food's expensive. So we said, nah. And we ended up going to like a couple of stops down, and there was like the coffee shop, like Dunkin' Donuts, and then I got like a sandwich, and that was fine. And then we got our food, and I was like, okay, let's just eat on the plane. So we walked back, but as we were waiting for our food, I get an email, and it's like, congratulations, you won your bid. And I was like, oh shoot. I have 2 graphics cards now. I wasn't expecting to win. I won the bid at $610. Yay! But with shipping and taxes and everything, guess how much it was? $650. Like 660 something. 665. The price that I was paying for the one on Facebook Marketplace was $675 with no taxes and no shipping, because it's directly through a person. So I'm like, really, in all honesty, I'm saving like maybe $10. I'm saving like $10. Okay, you like, was it worth it? I don't know. And then like, I'm like, okay, great, I won. I'll pay it later. So for those of you who don't buy things on eBay, when you win a bid, the seller's supposed to give you 72 hours to pay. By this point, I have my food. I'm making my way back to the gate so that I can board the plane. And so they're already starting boarding. And as we're getting on the plane, as we sit down and I put my stuff away and my bags and everything, I'm sitting there. The plane is starting to go down the runway. I get an email notification from the seller saying, hey, by the way, if you don't make a payment, are you going to pay? Because if you don't, I'm going to cancel this order. I'm going to cancel it, and I'm going to sell it because other people are asking me to buy it. and other people are gonna buy it. So, like, you gotta pay now. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, I'm on a plane. I have no Wi-Fi. And at this point, like, the plane is taking off. Like, it's going down and it's, like, lifting into the air. And I am like, ooh. Uh-oh. And so, like, I try to log into my account and I'm trying to, like, go onto my thing. And I'm losing cellular signal as the plane's getting into the air. And I'm like, no! We're like taking off and I'm losing cellular signal. So I had to use the plane Wi-Fi and make an account and like get airplane Wi-Fi so I can pay my card so that I don't lose my graphics card. That sounds scary, not gonna lie. Yeah, probably. My theory is that the eBay seller wanted the price for bid. Like, cause you know how bidding wars go? Sometimes bidding wars go higher than the original price is supposed to be. I think they were hoping that the bid would continue to increase more than they were like hoping to get. And so because the price that I won it at was kind of low, and like, you know, the seller doesn't get shipping. The seller doesn't get taxes. So technically the amount that the seller is getting is 610. So my theory is that they wanted to sell it for the original price, or like from a higher price to whoever was like messaging the seller afterwards, like, hey, if the person doesn't pay or whatever, like, can I buy it for you from you directly for like this price? Which at that point, if you want that amount, why don't you just ask for it? If you go on eBay, there's like two options on eBay. You can either put in the price directly, like how much you want for it, and then, or you can make an offer for it. So like you either pay directly for it or you make an offer, or you can do a bid for it. And the thing is with bidding is that sometimes it can have a, you know, it can go higher. So that's the thing, that's a risk you take, right? So I think they were hoping that the bid was going to increase higher, and they wanted to like an excuse to cancel to sell it to somebody for a higher price. But I managed to do it. I managed to get Wi-Fi on time. I managed to pay for my my graphics card, and it arrived today. Yay! It arrived today in the mail, and then like that's my that's my story about how I got a graphics card. Anyways, I got a 4070 Ti Super from Gigabyte, and I'm meeting the Facebook Marketplace seller tomorrow to get my, no, not a 5090, a 4070. I am meeting a Facebook Marketplace tomorrow. I gotta message them and be like, hey, I need to reach out to the Facebook Marketplace seller and be like, I'm gonna get my other graphics card. They're the exact same thing, by the way. They're both 4070 Ti Supers. Just different manufacturers. One is by Asus and the other one's by Gigabyte. I'm not sure what the difference is. I've been told that they are the same. Yeah. And then when I was traveling, I saw the news about Samsung discontinuing their SSD cards. So I went on eBay again and I looked up like SSD cards to buy, and so I found one that was like $95 right like an hour after the Samsung thing was announced. So I was like, I gotta buy it now. Like if I wait, it's gonna go up in price. So I bought that for like about $100, and that was a good deal. That was nice. And that one also arrived today. They both arrived at the same time. Yay. It's usually just branding. Yeah, but the thing is, my SSD card on my current PC is also Samsung, and like I think it's the most universal one that matches. Cause I don't have a motherboard yet. I don't have a motherboard. I don't have a what's it called? I don't have a RAM. I don't have a motherboard. I don't have a RAM. I have a graphics card. I have the SSD. What else do I need in PC? I need a case. I need a case. I don't have a case. I need to get a motherboard and I need to get RAM. And I think that's it, right? Do I need cooling? I don't know. Do I need a fan? I don't know what I need to get. Use the one that has OC or higher VRAM? How do I know? How do I know? Hello, hi Adam Nietzsche. How are you? You need fans, OnlyFans. Oh my god, I can get an OnlyFans. Guys, I'm starting an OnlyFans. I'm starting an OnlyFans and it's literally just pictures of fans. Samsung's more expensive usually, even SATA drives. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. My PC comes with like Samsung, so I think box usually states the VRAM. I don't know where to look. I don't know where to look. I'm like looking at the thing, like my box, and it says like, and it's like I'm looking at the numbers and the words, and I'm like I don't know what any of these things mean. By the way, Gainsey's GPU is VRAM before your RAM. Ooh, yeah, cause like the box says something about RAM. It comes with like 12 gigabytes of RAM, and I'm like, what the heck does that mean? If the graphics card has RAM, do I really need RAM on its own? And my brother was like, yeah. Yeah, you sound like an old person who just bought a monitor is calling it a PC. Listen, I've never built a PC before. That's why I bought a pre-built. I don't know how things work. I will return later. I need to go. Yeah, no worries. Good luck on your drive. Have fun. Stay awake. Don't die. Good luck. Have a great day. Bye. Good night. Bye-bye. But yeah, that was my story. And then when I arrived at my destination, like I think we arrived at like 12. Like 11 p.m. Almost, like actually the flight technically arrived at like 11:59 p.m. So by the time we got off the plane and we got out of the airport, we were like, it was like 1 a.m. I just learned how to build one recently. Ooh, for absolutely no reason. Heck yeah, you can help me with my PC journey. I don't know how to build a PC. I might break something. If I actually get my PC parts, we can do like a PC building screen, like PC building stream, and then everybody in chat gets to backseat me as I like put my parts in wrong. Can't promise on the dying part. Merry Christmas, I forgot to say it earlier. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Hey guys, I'm streaming tomorrow, you know. I'm still gonna be here. Like, why are you saying Christmas so early? I'm here tomorrow, and I'm here on, well, after Christmas 26th. Yay, more streams, yeah. On YouTube I have them planned out. I moved my streams around. I looked at my schedule, and it's like, I have a stream planned today. I don't know why I didn't do it tomorrow. I was like, why did I put it on the 22nd? Why didn't I put it on the 23rd? I always schedule streams on Tuesdays. Why the heck did I put it on Monday? But I think past me was like, hey, you know what? We always do streams on Tuesdays. We should switch it up a little. We should do Monday. And then me, like, I got back yesterday at 8 p.m. unpacking and everything, and I'm like, I did not get sleep. I didn't get enough sleep. I just got back from traveling yesterday, and my manager was like, when did you arrive yesterday? And I was like, last night. And she's like, yeah, it looks like you got back last night. So if you're, yeah, but then I was really excited. I was like, hell yeah, I gotta be back and I'm gonna tell you guys my stories. Yay! I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow too. I gotta go to see a doctor. Apparently this is the only slot they had available until next year. So I have to go tomorrow like 8 in the morning. Yay! Anyways, what did I do? I arrived, and then when I landed on my trip, we got there. Look, it says my CPU usage on OBS is 5.8%, but on my task manager, it says it's using 55% of my CPU. Why? The heck? Where is it going? And then Kyoper says to stream until like 8 a.m. Listen, I'm gonna try to cut it off at like 1 a.m. 1 more hour, okay? 1 more hour. Bear with me. Kick me off at that time. I need to go to bed. I have a doctor's appointment to wake up to. Yeah. So I arrive at like let's see here. Like 11:59, and then by the time we get out of the airport and we were like waiting, and then we're trying to like get to the place I'm gonna be staying at, I'm trying to call an Uber, and the thing is that at that time everybody's calling for an Uber, so we're like waiting for almost an hour for an Uber, and it's like looking for a driver. We'll find you a driver by this time. And I'm like, okay, it is that time. Still nothing. It's still loading. And the thing is, when I'm in this place that I travel to, I have no cellular data. I have to rely on airport Wi-Fi, and I can't really move too far away from the airport building. And not only that, it is cold, freezing cold, like hella cold. And I'm like standing outside. I'm like, it's kind of cold. My hands are freezing. I could feel my skin like drying. Like literally I felt myself being like stuck in a dehydrator manually. And I was like, whoa, I'm standing outside. I could feel the skin just like, I could feel the moisture leaving my skin, and I turn into like a crispy husk, and I'm like, whoa. My hands are just turning to crisps. I could feel it. It was such a weird feeling. Anyways, I was like standing outside for a while, and then by the time we get like an Uber and we get in the Uber, it's like 1 a.m. and then this driver is like driving like fast and furious. It's crazy. I'm sitting in the back of the car and he's going so fast. You know when you like you drive and you press on the gas pedal and then you feel yourself pressed against the backseat? You're like, oh. That's how it felt as this guy was speeding. I was like in the car and the guy was like, and I was like, whoa, that's fast. Holy moly. Dude was driving and speeding. I was like, I'm watching the speed meter, because when you're on Uber and they have the thing on their phone, it tells you the normal speed limit for the road, and then it tells you the speed that you're going, and it's like red. It's like, haha, the speed limit's 100. The guy's like 160. Full pedal to the metal. And I was like, oh boy. And then not only does he speed like that and not slow down going around like a bend, he drives next to 2 giant trucks around a curve. Like 2 of them, like, you know those really big cargo trucks? The really big ones? He was driving next to them around a curve as it was tilting, and I was like sitting in the car like looking out to the side, and I'm like, this is like a 3-car lane on like one of those elevated highway platforms, hugging a truck. And I was like, oh, that's risky. that driver was having a bad day, something urgent, or that's just Tuesday for him. I think it was just another Tuesday for him. I think it was just another Tuesday. The dude was just driving. He's got like one hand on the wheel, casually going like, "Arr." Absolutely no words were spoken during that entire Uber ride. It was just like, "Arr," like he didn't even help put bags in the car. He didn't even do anything. He just sat in the car and was like, "Your name Kyo, get in the car." And I was like, okay, I'll put my bags in the trunk, and I sit in the car, and he just goes, "Bow." We get there, and then like I get to the place that I'm staying. I get upstairs, I get the Wi-Fi, and it's like, please rate your driver on the Uber app. And I look at it, and I'm like, I just closed the app. I was like, I'm not rating that guy. I'm not giving him a tip. That was crazy. That was insane. I almost saw the light. Yeah. That was fun. Normally when I drive, I don't go that fast. Like, I drive fast on the highway, but not that fast. And then, yeah, I went to bed, and the next morning I saw my friends. Yippee! I saw my friends, and the next day I also saw my friends. Basically how it went was, when I was planning this trip, I was like, hey guys, I'm going from this week to this week. What day do we want to meet up? And my friends were like, oh, I'll take this day off, or I'm not working on this day, let's do this day, blah, blah, blah. So we like worked out a schedule. So I met them on like Saturday. I saw them on Tuesday and Wednesday and Friday. So I saw them on Saturday when I arrived, and then I saw my grandmother on the Sunday, and then I saw my other friend on Monday, and then I saw my friends again on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday we did like a pottery painting class. Do I have pictures? I don't have pictures. Wait, when my friends send me the picture of how it turned out, I will show you guys. But I can't open stuff up right now. But I'll send pictures or something later. I'll tweet it. I'll put it on Twitter. I'll show you guys pictures of what I painted. I painted like a little cute like Migu bowl. So how this pottery painting works is that when you go to the place and you pick a pottery off the shelf and you look around and you're like, ooh, I want to go, like you pick an object, and then the bottom of the object has the price, and it includes the price of like the painting and the kiln and everything. So I picked like the cheapest thing in that area was like $40. I picked something that was $45. I got this like cute little bowl. It's like, I don't know how to describe this. Imagine like a pail bowl, like a little mini mortar and pestle with like a little mini spout, like a matcha bowl, but it's like small. It's like the size of my hand, which isn't a very good descriptor because, okay, imagine my hand the size of a phone. It was like a little bit smaller than that. It's like a little matcha bowl, like a cup size, but it's like a bowl. It's short with a little spout. Trying to get a new CPU too? I did get a new, well, guys, what is a CPU? What is a CPU linked to? Is that linked to the motherboard? Or is that linked to the GPU? Because I know the GPU is a graphics card. I think the CPU is the motherboard, right? The processor? What parts are there in a computer? Just experience what it would be like in a Fast and Furious movie. 5 stars. No, the dude was driving like crazy. I didn't want to rate him. I would feel bad leaving him a bad score, but at the same time, like, I didn't want to tip him either, so I just closed it out, and I was like, I'm not gonna look at that again. Is your phone as big as a Huawei 3-fold phone? No, I have an iPhone 15 plus. I have 2 phones. I have an iPhone 10, that's my old phone, and I have my new phone, which is my iPhone 15. Which is technically 2 years old now. But my iPhone 10 is like 5 years now. But I've been using my iPhone, like my other iPhone is like my camera, and then my other phone is like my stream deck. Okay, it's not a good descriptor. I don't know how to describe like the size of this bowl. I guess we'll figure it out later. On Monday, like I should know on Monday. On Saturday when I first arrived, like the day after I arrived, I went to my friend's house and we did our little gift exchange. That was nice. I got my friends like I got my friends chapstick. And I got them like a little perfume set that I broke up into little like not containers. I got them like little gift baggies, and then I bought like gift sets and I broke them up into those gift sets. So everybody got like a little perfume, everybody got like a literal chapstick. Like it wasn't a cute little chapstick with that's like a flavor or anything, it was like medical balm aquaphor. Because I thought it'd be funny. You got everything, it's like, oh, it's so cute and nice, and you have aquaphor. And what else did I get them? I got them like keychains because we all decided to do like a little gift exchange where we're gonna give everybody the same thing. We're gonna get everybody like the same thing. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get everybody matching stuff. So I got everybody like a little matching keychain, and then I got everybody like a personalized thing that I knew that they like. Like I have a friend who really likes octopuses, and I have a friend who really likes the color purple, and I have a friend who really likes cats. So I'm like, okay, this friend gets that, and this friend gets this, and this friend gets like that, and they're all like keychain type stuff. I think that's all I got them, yeah. We need a lesson on BC hardware for you? It's fine. I'll figure it out eventually. The CPU is a square chip thing you put in the motherboard. You have to buy that separately? It doesn't come with the motherboard? What? What a scam, what the heck? The CPU is separate? I thought the CPU came with the motherboard. What? I don't know. Yeah, that was the stuff I got for my friends. And then my friends got me. Yes, they're separate, but... What? Wait. So I gotta go find a chip that's compatible with whatever motherboard I buy. And what's the difference? What does the motherboard do? Is the motherboard just the thing that has like the... Is the motherboard just a thing that has the USB ports? Because I was asking my brother and I was like, how do I add more USB ports? And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, how do I get more USB ports? I need like, I need more USB ports. And he's like, you don't, it's just part of the motherboard. You can't add more ports. I was like, why not? Like, I know you can get an extender, but like, why can't you just like, you can like plug in things, and why can't you just plug in more ports? The motherboard's like the body, CPU is the brain, and GPU is like the heart. Ooh. I can link a video in Discord for PC building tutorial if you need one. I don't know how helpful the video is gonna be like if the PC I'm building is like gonna be different. I don't know. Usually you shop for the chip and get the motherboard that fits it instead of the other way around. Ooh. Also high blinks. Monster high. My captions. Ooh, okay. So I guess I gotta look for... Well, I mean, okay. Here's the thing. I'm getting a small form factor case. I have a case in mind. I'm getting the Velka 7. VELKA 7 from the brand Velcase. It is the tallest case that small form factors. It holds like 6.2 gallons, but it is very tall, so it can fit any graphics card Does it fit the GPU? Yes, it does. It's tall, it's just narrow. And it has a lot of holes, so don't worry about ventilation issues. It's got a lot of holes. So, yes, it is compatible with my GPU. I checked. If you look on the small form factor Reddit, there's a lot of people who build cases or PCs using that specific case. So I guess I can look at their builds and see what they did for their parts and build my PC according to what they did. So if I'm ever in doubt, I can always be like, what did that person do? What parts did they use? Which is what I'm kind of doing. Although I'm kind of like mixing and matching the GPUs. One thing though, it will not fit both GPUs. I gotta pick one. But I figured the reason why I bought two is because I was like, well, you know, at some point I can always just sell it. Like, it's not gonna go down in price. I can always just sell it for whatever I bought it for, so it's not like I'm losing money. Whatever one I don't like, I can either sell it or I can keep it if my current one breaks, you know? It's like, yeah, I'm not losing anything. I've never tried to make a small form factor build before. And I just wanted one because I don't like things taking space on my desk. I like having small, like, you know, tiny spaces. My desk is smaller than my arm length. When I outstretch both my arms, my desk is shorter than that. It's helpful at least in knowing the parts. Ooh. I mean, I have a local online store that mixes and matches parts and compatibility, which is very helpful. I mean, you can go to, what's it called, pcpartpicker.com, and it'll tell you what parts are compatible with each other. You need to double check your components too, since it doesn't matter if you have an insane graphics card, it's not going to fit in the case, plus you have to make sure cooling is going to go well too. Yeah, listen, I know my graphics card will fit. If you look on the website and you scroll down to like GPU compatibilities, it will fit. I just have to find a motherboard and all the other parts that will fit that too. Like, once I put in the GPU, I have to see how much space I have left. I've seen cases that are open cases. Yeah. So they kind of look crunchy. It's just an open air case is what they call them. They have no case. It's just PC with just parts sticking out. But yeah, you can do that. There was this really nice case I saw on the small form factor Reddit. It was like they turned the GPU into a heatsink, and it was like they soldered it together using like very fancy engineering and everything, and they used electrical tape, like the thin super yellow tape, to like stick everything together. And it was such a nice build. It was like, wow, how did they fit everything together like that? It was like built like a laptop. Do you have RAM? No, since RAM prices are gonna be high this time. I know. I look at RAM prices and I cry internally. I'm like, yeah, RAM prices are wild. The open air case I've seen is literally a giant motherboard. Yeah, that's basically what they are. Basically, it's like, what? It looks like a battleship, like Battlestar Galactica. You're like looking at it and it looks like the inside of a spaceship, like just guts. No smooth stuff, it's just pieces, just like stuff soldered to like the little metal pieces that stick out. What are they called? Nibs? What are, like, you know the green board? That's a motherboard, right? And then when they have the little pins, the gold pins that stick out, that's what they look like. And then you stick like the pieces, like Lego sets, onto the piece. Like, okay, people who build PCs are probably like listening to my description with their head in their hands, like, oh. But like, I don't know what they're called. When you Lego stick the pieces to the motherboard with the green board and like, yeah. Okay, I have a story. When I was younger, we had like kind of like a PC-ish thing. It was like an electrical part, and they had all this like casing exposed. And me being like a kid, I decided to be like, I wonder what it'll do when I touch it. So I clicked on it. I touched it with my finger and it burned like the Dragon Ball symbol into my finger. It, like, you know, the 6 dice pattern? Like, all the little pins burned little white circles into my thumb. And I was like, ooh, electricity. And it tingled. And I couldn't feel my thumb afterwards. I think I electrocuted myself. And like, I touched the thing and I was like, ooh, ow. Well, I mean, I didn't really feel it, but I could feel like it go like zzz. And I was like, oh man, I wonder this how it feels like being tasered feels like. It doesn't hurt. It just makes your fingers tingly, you know? And then I looked at it and I was like, I left a mark. And I was like, I hope that isn't permanent. Don't worry, it wasn't. It's no longer there. But that's the story of how I minorly electrocuted myself. The little motherboard? Yeah. What was I doing? What was I talking about? Before I got distracted talking about PC parts. Oh yeah, my trip. Afterwards, ooh, the Brysky Grandson G20 PC case. Is that a thing? Is that a pre-built? That looks fun. I forgot a game for links in, it's okay. You can probably send it on the Discord. Put it under like streaming or something and like be like, here you go. What was I doing? I saw my friends, I gave them their gifts. I got gifts. My friend got me a Miku blind box, so I have another little Miku, a Miku plush, over there in the corner. She's hanging from my my camera stand. And what else did I get? I got a pen. I got a pineapple. Boo, apple pen. No. Is it Discord? Yeah, there's a Discord. If you go to my Twitch, then you go scroll down and you go to my links. You should be able to see it. As soon as I post updates. I hope I get underwear. I hope I get underwear for Christmas. Every single time I travel, for some reason, I always seem to lose a pair of underwear. It's kind of sad. I leave them behind. I'm like the underwear fairy. I'm like the underwear fairy. Like, I just keep losing underwear. And then I think it was so funny. I think somebody commented in my Discord. They were like, I don't think you should say that. And I'm like, TMI. You're gonna know. You're gonna know now. It's like how I tell you guys all the time, like, I'm not wearing pants. That's a weird thing to wish for. What if you get a size you can't use? Oh boy, maybe I should specify. Like, imagine you get like, oh man, I wish I got underwear, and you get underwear for dolls. What am I gonna do with it? I mean, I guess, do I have dolls? No, I don't. I just have statues, and that won't fit them. Guess it's time to buy a doll. Listen, I will... Is Santa like the genie? Is Santa like the genie where you're like, what do you wish for? And you have to be super specific, otherwise the genie's gonna turn it back on you. You're like, oh man, I wish I had a girlfriend. And then the girlfriend turns out to be like a serial killer. Like, oh man, I wish I had infinite money. And like genie's like, infinite money. In like infinite money, but only in this obscure gacha game that you've never heard of. Boom, Final Fantasy video game, infinite money. And you're like, oh, what am I supposed to do with that? Yay, Yan did it. Girlfriend, yippee! To be honest, people, wait, to be honest, understandable. People underestimate how vital underwear is until you have none left to wear and you have to frantically search for one. All my underwear is getting holes. My old underwear is getting holes, and then some of my new underwear is getting holes on the side, like they weren't stitched together properly, so now I gotta go get needle and thread and like sew them back together. Man. My underwear is all getting holes, and then the good underwear are the ones that I keep losing. Go commando? No, I can't do that. I get arrested. I wish I could. Like, there's times where I'm like, man, I wish I was a man, because then I could like go around topless. Guys have it easy. Why do guys get around going topless? Why do women have to wear shirts? When like, I don't know, I think if we're gonna have equality, I think guys should wear bras, because like if I have to go outside and a dude's wearing like a super thin shirt and his headlights are out, you know? You know, it's like, you know, when it's cold and like and like his boobs are bigger than mine, like come on. You need a bra. I should not have to look at your headlights. Like, if a woman wants to go braless and have her headlights out, sure, whatever. And like, I guess, yeah, freedom, all power to you. And guys want to do the same thing, but I think guys should wear a bra. I think it should be normalized for both people to wear bras. Why would we need to use it for something we don't have? For the support. Why do you think women wear bras? For the support? And also to like, in a professional setting, you don't want your nipples to show. That's the reason why guys, when you wear like dress shirts, you usually wear like a shirt underneath, right? It's like your bra, but like if your bra was a shirt, you wear a shirt under a shirt. Did you know that they sell like nipple pasties for dudes? That's a thing. Like they have them for women and they have them for guys. But yes, every single time I travel, I've lost 2 pairs of underwear last year. I went on a trip. One time I forgot them at the Airbnb, and the second time I went over and I stayed at a friend's house and I can't find them anymore. I messaged my friend. I was like, hey, by the way, if you find a pair of like underwear and it's not yours, that might be mine. I lost a pair and I can't find it and I think I might be at your house. That's a wild thing to text your friend, by the way. I think I left my underwear there. And then she messages me back and she's like, don't worry. Don't worry, friend. If I find them, I'll wash them for you and I'll keep them safe. And I was like, thanks. That's how you know you have a true friend right there. They'll wash your underwear and they'll keep it safe. They'll keep it safe for you. She'll probably use it instead. Okay, that, knowing her too, she is a little bit forgetful. She might actually do that too. Hey, whose underwear is this? I'll use that. We are about the same size, maybe. She'll be like, I wonder if I got new underwear. Whose is this? Oh well. My friend did that to me. I left makeup. I left a little makeup powder at my friend's house. I left it at her house. I forgot about it. She forgot about it. And I messaged her too about it when I left. And I was like, hey, I think I left something at your house. And she's like, oh yeah, you did. And then we both forgot about it afterwards. I went over to her house to prepare for like a con when I was doing like a cosplay. And I left I had a facial powder. I left it at her house because I let her borrow it, and then I forgot it because she had it on her desk. And then we leave, right? We go back. I go back to my place after the con because like that's how I'm not going back to her place afterwards. I messaged her, I'm like, oh, I think I forgot my thing at your house. And she's like, oh yeah, you did. I'll keep it for you until you get back. I leave the country. I moved. This is how Pinocchio doesn't organize? Yes. I lose things all the time. And then we both forget about it. And then I guess she saw it on her desk and she forgot it was mine, and she was just like, oh, I'll just use it. And so, like, I messaged her 2 years later when I finally remember it existed. And I'm like, hey, remember that time I went over to your house to prepare for the con and I left my face powder at your house? And she's like, oh, yeah. She moved too, by the way. She doesn't have it anymore. She lost it too. And I was like, if you do find it, let me know, because I'd like to reuse the container, because it's like a nice small portable container I can use to travel with. And she's like, I'll let you know if I find it. And I was like, okay, great. And then like 2 days later, she's like, I forgot about it. I'll look for it when I get home. She forgets about it again. Anyways, to this day, I still don't have it. It's okay. I think she threw it out. Which is wild, because it's like, if I have a tiny little container and, you know, it's empty, I like to fill it up again. I like to reuse my containers, but she threw it out probably. And it's okay, because I bought another container anyway to use as a storage container. I just miss my face powder. It's okay. I'm not too attached to it. I don't even use it. I only use it for like, what? Special occasions. What else did I do? Oh yeah, I lost my underwear. I don't know what happened to it. And then what did I do afterwards? We did the pottery thing, and then we did an escape room on the Wednesday. And the thing is, my friends all work, so we had to do this after work. So like, I'm spending the day doing nothing. I gotta sleep in, actually. I gotta sleep in. I gotta go to bed. Like, this entire week, I've been like going to bed. I've been going to bed at 2, and I've been waking up at 9 or 10. And it's been really nice. Can you imagine having a nice like schedule, and you get to sleep when you want to, and you wake up when you want to? You're like, woohoo! That was my vacation. Very nice. I didn't get anything done. I was like, wow, I'm gonna spend the time that like I'm on vacation to like draw and do things, and it turns out I didn't do any of that at all. I was like, wow, I'm gonna get so much done. I'm gonna like do projects and stuff, and I'm like, nope. I spent all that time being outside touching grass, because during the times when I wasn't meeting my friends, I was like going out. I was going to the mall, and I was going shopping, and I was getting lunch. Hi, Unsparrow, new here, I think. I don't know, but hi. Hello, welcome. How are you? Happy holidays, happy holidays. Whatever you celebrate, happy holidays. Are you excited? Do you have anything fun planned? Do you have any like exciting plans for the holidays? Like, are you gonna travel? Are you gonna spend time with family? Are you gonna have a dinner? Yes? Ooh, nice. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna make a paella. Before I left, I made like a big pot of seafood soup. Like, I made chicken stock. Well, no. I made seafood stock with crab. And then I'm thinking of making a paella with it. And then I don't know what else to do, because I have like 2 whole containers of it. What else do I do with seafood stock? We are traveling and cookies. Ooh, yummy. Yay. We're doing tomorrow. Ooh, nice. Cookies. What kind of cookies? What am I gonna do? I did all my baking before. I just got back from a trip. I saw my friends, and I saw like my relatives and my family and like my friends. I just got back from that trip. I got back yesterday, and I was back like the week before. It is 12:36 p.m. for me. Oh, you're on the opposite side of the world. It is 12:37 a.m. for me. It is nighttime. Sugar cookies are one you can decorate. Ooh, yummy. Oh my gosh, I really like the American sugar cookies. What are they called? They're not Toll House. When you go to the store and they're like really soft and they have like the colorful paste of I'm American, oh. You know those American cookies with the paste on top and the Kroger cookies? Maybe. They're like the sugar cookies. I find them at Kroger. Oh, I don't know. You can get them at Walmart too, I guess. Yeah, like they're like round and they're like whitish color and they kind of taste like egg, and then they have like this super thick layer of colorful icing on top of the sprinkles. Those are really good. They call them sugar cookies, but I don't know if you can call them sugar cookies. Those are good too. I like those. I always find whenever I go to like the store and they're always like, ooh, gingerbread cookies. The ginger isn't strong enough. I like homemade gingerbread cookies. Like, I go to the store and they're fun to decorate the gingerbread houses and everything. But the cookies itself aren't very good. They're just kind of sad. They're like, and then you make a gingerbread house and it sits outside for a little bit, and then it gets sad and stale. I'm like, I like gingerbread cookies, but I only like the icing. Like the gingerbread cookie icing, I'll make the house, and any leftover icing I'll just squeeze into my mouth. I'll like get it all from my fingers and I'm like, hell yeah. Off topic. I love Public Sprinkles cookies since like they give free ones out. They do? Really? What store is that? They don't do that here. Sugar cookie sounds like the cookie version of Sugar Daddy. Yeah, maybe if you're Southern. Sugar. Oh, sugar cookie. Like that, maybe. Like a nickname that like... Oh, I have a song about that. I do have a song. I have a Christmas karaoke. I call it Christmas because all the songs are related to Christmas, but it's technically like a holiday karaoke. Why do they call it holiday when it's actually like Christmas songs? You don't have... Are there holiday songs? Is there like a neutral Christmas song that doesn't say the word Christmas? Maybe Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or like Frosty the Snowman, but those are the only ones I can think of at the moment. Most songs have the word Christmas in them. Why do we call it a holiday? Are there Hanukkah songs? Other than like the dreidel, dreidel, dreidel song. Are there any other, like, is there like a well-known Hanukkah song? I was saying this the other day, like 9 days ago when I was streaming. Is there a song, like, Christmas is one of the only holidays where it has a lot of songs dedicated to it. It's probably one of the only holidays with songs dedicated to it. But you don't see any songs not related to Christmas. Like, is there a Hanukkah song? Is YouTube the only chat? No, there is YouTube people. FUCK, say hi. Darn you, YouTube is... My captions. I have the bad word on screen because I spelled it. Your username. Whenever I say it out loud, it's like, uh-oh. No, there's Twitch chat and there's YouTube chat. YouTube chat looks like that. And there's Twitch chat. Yeah, sometimes you guys overlap, but I think Twitch people are sleeping. I'm actually not lagging for once. This is great. No, people on Twitch are lurking probably. Oh my god. I have a song, by the way. I'm doing a Christmas karaoke tomorrow. I have a song list and I've prepared it and I'm looking forward to it. One of the songs is literally called Christmas Cookies, and I also have another song related to gingerbread. So I explain what I see public as. Public or Publix? But that's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow. Yay! I learned the guitar song for one of them. It's technically on the ukulele, but I could play it on the guitar. So that one's I'm looking forward to. I think I gotta practice it though. Second option? Publix? What is Publix? Like, I know what Publix is, you know. I've been in the US. But like, what kind of store do you live in that they give out free cookies? What is this? They don't do that here. They give out cheese. And then they have, oh my god, is it Publix or is it like another store? Where like they have this fruit bin that goes around on a little robot and they're like, if you are a kid, here you go. Please take a piece of fruit, a singular piece of fruit. And it's like apples full of bruises and bananas that are slowly browning. This is the first time I would see you sing. I've never seen your past singing streams. Really? Yippee. I did like an ASMR singing stream. That was fun. For some reason, that's like one of my most viewed videos on YouTube. In terms of stream-wise, not video. It's like Kroger gives free cookies and bananas. What? That sounds great. I want free cookies. Then again, if I want free cookies, I just go to Costco. I live in the South. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I go to Costco. During Costco in the December time, or like during the January, early New Year, is really good because they give you a lot of chocolate. So you can go near like the snack section and they're always giving you stuff. It's like, hell yeah. I mean, to be fair, your voice is very soothing. Speaking wise, but like singing wise, I don't know about that one. I've been told I have like a cute singing voice, which, God. How do you sing normally? That's the way I sing, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's so cute," and I'm like, "Oh man, it's like nobody ever says it's good." I've not been to Costco in a while. Ooh, Costco's nice. We have Aldi's and Sam's, which is they're cheap here for some reason. I mean, technically, Sam's Club is about the same thing as Costco. It's just Costco's more general purpose things. I find Sam's Club is like food and kitchenware. If you ever want, okay, sorry I did that. My nose. Sorry, I like snorted into the microphone. If you ever want a giant restaurant industrial like jar of mayonnaise, you would go to Sam's Club. Like, you could get the same thing as Costco, but I don't think you could get one as big. If you want a boat, you would go to Costco. If you want a shed, you would go to Costco. If you want the world's largest pot for cooking that they use in like giant kitchens, you would go to Sam's. Aldi's is nice though. Aldi's is cheap, although I think they're owned by like Germany. Why would you need a giant ass of something? Why not? Why not? Haven't you ever thought, wow, I sure do wish I had 42 eggs. Aldi's is the best and Liddy's the twin is good too. Ooh. Depending on where you go, sometimes they have Aldi's that have like, they make fresh bread in front of you. Those are like the big Aldi's. Although every single Aldi's has their own brand of things, so if you're trying to look for a specific thing, you're not gonna find it. It's gonna be like Aldi's brand. The only thing I like going to Aldi's for is their popcorn twists. They have like a really nice popcorn twist. And then they also have like cheap cheese. They have cheap cheese. Yeah, they're mostly healthy versions. Yeah, sometimes. I'm looking at my sketchbook and made my own language. Nice. As a Southeast Asian, I've heard of Costco and videos as a food good. Depends on what your definition of good is. You get a lot for a good price. Is the food tasty? I mean, depending on what they offer. Also, it's a regional. I've been to Costco in like 3 different countries. It's great. I've been to Costco in Korea, I've been to Costco in Iceland, and I've been to Costco in Canada, and I've been to Costco in the US, and I want to go to Costco in Japan. I have pictures of Costco in Iceland, and I have pictures of Costco in Korea. I go to different countries just to go to Costco, and it's really fun because the stuff that they offer is so different and interesting. It's like local. You go to Iceland, they have a lot of fish, and then in Japan, or actually not Japan, in Korea, they have a lot of like Korean food, like seaweed, like the largest pack of seaweed you've ever seen, and rice. Costco's in South Korea? Yeah, it is. It's in Seoul. You can look it up. There is a, I want to say large, it's kind of on a medium size. There is an upstairs and a downstairs floor. The basement is mostly freezer stuff and like canned foods. The upstairs floor is mostly like clothing and more packaged foods. But if you go to the US, it's so different because the stuff in the US you'll see, you have pools hanging from the ceiling, but you don't see that in Korea because they don't have the space for that. So it's all just packaged food. It's actually kind of fun. This is the first time I'm hearing about this. I thought Costco was a Western only store. No, it's global. It's around the world. Fun thing where I live, you can go to 3 different Sams. Ooh. Are they different or do they offer the same things? Oh, the things I've heard about Sam's Club though is like you can get those giant bags of nerd gummies. You know those, what, the nerd clusters? You can get a huge bag, like a super big bag for like $3. Ooh. That's the only thing I've ever heard about Sam's Club. Everything else I think I could get anywhere. Like I could get that at Costco. Kind of the same but different layouts. Ooh. If I go to the US, I need a full day's flight. Yeah, because it takes like 13 hours to fly across the ocean. I've been yapping this entire time without drinking water. Long time no see, what a pleasant surprise. Hello, Nairos fan, how are you? Yeah, I just got back yesterday, so I am here. I'll be back tomorrow, and I will be back on the 26th, and I'm debating about, I know I said I was gonna stream on, let's see, what did I have planned? I had the 22nd planned, and I had the 24th, and then I had, I think the 26th, but I think I'm thinking of moving the 26th stream to like the 25th. I think I'll do the 25th. I don't know. It's either 25th or the 26th. Maybe the 26th. I'll keep it to that day. And then I'm streaming on the 22nd and I'm streaming on the 23rd. I don't know. Look at my YouTube. I have them planned. I'm genuinely shocked that Costco's in Asia. Yeah. They're huge and they hang like balloons. Ooh, fun. My friend went on a business trip to the US. Took 22 hours. Whoa. The jet lag must be crazy. I'm on vacation finally, so everything's going great. How have you been? I've been good. I just got back from a trip. I just got back from a vacation. And I arrived yesterday and I saw a bunch of my friends. It was really nice. It was fun. I got a lot of sleep. And then now I'm sleep deprived again because I didn't get any sleep last night. Yippee! And I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. But other than that, it's good. I didn't do anything productive, but I did touch a lot of grass. I saw a lot of people, I hung out with a lot of things, and I did a lot of things. It was really nice and really fun. Other than that, nothing. Let's see, what else did I do? I went to an escape room, and then that was the Wednesday. And then on the Thursday, I had nobody to hang out with. So you know what I did? You know what I did? I messaged some random person online. Don't do this. Stranger danger. But I messaged some random person online. And this was... So... I'm one of those people who messages people on like social media apps for fun. Not like for fun, but like on dating apps, I like to go on there to like troll people and to like talk to people because I'm bored. So I messaged somebody on there and I said, hey, are you doing anything tomorrow? By the way, I messaged them at like 12 a.m., like midnight. I said, hey, are you doing anything tomorrow? Do you want to like do you want to go out for like lunch or something? Like let's go get something to eat. Hell yeah. And then they replied to me the next morning. Well, actually they replied to me like 30 minutes after, but at that point I already put down the phone and I walked away. But I checked it in the morning and they messaged me at around like 10 a.m. when I woke up. And then they're like, sure, sounds great. Where do you want to go? Like, where do you want to meet? And I said, okay, we'll meet at this place because I live near here. I'm staying near here, and then like we can meet somewhere around there. And then so they're like, okay, cool. Like we'll go to this station and we'll meet over there. Blah blah blah. It's not a date. We met up as friends. We spent the entire time talking about Monster Hunter. Fun sudden fact: if there's a rude person, me or friends use names like Dear Doll, Honey, and Sweetie, and be like, Doll, do we care? Thank you for unuseful comments. Not scram, dear. My manager calls me Doll. She's from Texas. I don't know if she's being sarcastic or if she's being genuinely nice. She's like, how's it going, Doll? I'm like... You hear Burb having a fun time with friends, it feels your determination. Yeah, it was really fun. Genuine question, why Doll? I understand the others, but why Doll? I don't know. They use things like, maybe it stands for baby doll? I don't understand the whole thing. Cause a doll? Maybe. Are VTubers not dolls? Gotta be the kind of person that'd be marrying to say it's just a formality, we were partners. True, I mean, you technically are, right? Marriage is just a piece of paper. It's just a legally binding contract. Technically, in some countries, if you live together with somebody for more than 5 years, you're considered legally married. Well, not legally, but you're considered married in the eyes of the law. Because it's called, what, common law? If you live together with somebody for a really long time, you're considered common law. You're technically considered married. You share like You share rent, you share groceries, you share a bunch of things. Is that technically not the same definition as being married? So, some countries are like that. It used to be nice, and then you have to play for him to gain the higher ground. Ooh. We have that here too. You're literally by law technically a couple. Yeah. Oh no, Knight got stuck in a glue trap. Hello. But yes, I messaged somebody and I was like, hey, do you want to hang out? I've been messaging them and I was like, I'm here for like a little bit, I might as well. And if anything goes bad, right? If anything goes bad, you know, like I'll never see them again because I'm going back. I'm leaving the country. I'm traveling again. 1 second. I gotta sneeze. There you go. Sorry. I've been tricked. Yeah, I got stuck in a glue trap. Let's yeah, so I met just some random person and I was like, hey, let's go go do something. And at first I was initially like, because I don't know if there's something wrong with me. I don't like going out by myself. And my friends are all busy working and stuff. And then everybody else is like doing things. So I was like, I want to get boba. I want to do something. I want to go out because I don't want to sit at home doing nothing. Because my friends didn't plan to do anything on Thursday. So I was like, I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna go find somebody to like hang out with. So I did. I found somebody and I said, hey, are you free tomorrow? And they said, sure, yeah, I am. What do you want to do? And I said, I want to get boba. And then they were like, oh, okay, like we can get lunch too while we're at it. And we did not get boba. we ended up being at we got hot pot and we ended up at the hot pot place for 5 hours. But it was nice because the hot pot place had ice cream. It was like all you can eat. Well, not really all you can eat, but how it works is that they give you a big pot. And then you can like fill the pot kind of like you fill the pot with the ingredients on a wall and then they weigh the pot and then they charge you based off of the weight. So the weight is set. And then whatever it comes out to, that's just the base price you pay. But the thing is that the pot is kind of heavy. But every 100 grams? Every 100 grams is like a certain it's like $3-4. So it's not, I don't know. How expensive is that? I have no idea. I don't know because I didn't pay. I was like, I was going with this person. I thought it was like a friend date. And then they were like, oh no, I'll pay for you. And I was like, oh, okay. I said, are you sure? And they're like, yeah, don't worry about it. And I said, okay. And then there was a special when I went there. They were like, oh, we're having it's like happy hour, so you can pick like a free drink. And I said, ooh. So I got like a strawberry green tea drink with rose jelly. It was really nice. It was not a date because a date means that you're going out with the intention to date, right? I was there because I didn't want to eat alone. We are not the same. What, all our buffets of ice cream though? Ooh, that sounds good. I love ice cream. I got ube ice cream. What are some series you like? As in anime, video games, or movies, or books? Or can music be a series? No, not really. Books, TV shows, movies, anime, manga. Oh, fandoms. I like horror. I don't like horror movies, but I like horror manga and I like horror I like horror manga, I like horror anime, and I like horror books. So fandoms, what I've been really sorry, my throat. What is anime, books, TV shows, fandoms. I like The Amazing Digital Circus. I've been watching that recently. My friend's been trying to get me into Good Omens. I've been reading a lot of manga. I can't really specify which ones because there's a lot of them. I like fantasy. I like isekai mangas and animes. I'm really looking forward to Witch Hat Atelier coming out next year, and Freyrin Season 3, and Apothecary Diary Season 3. I want to go watch the Iron Lung movie next year in January, I believe. And then I also want to watch the Rez movie from Chainsaw Man. And then I also want to... I like Minecraft, but I don't like Minecraft SMP. I've been meaning to read like horror books. I saw a couple of them recommended on Reddit, and they look pretty interesting, and I was gonna look into those. Go read Chainsaw Man manga, I dare you. I've seen it before. I've watched like the first anime. I've watched the first and second season. See you, bye, thank you for stopping by. Speaking of books, I read the first 2 books of The Black Company. I've binge read them. Amazing Dark Fantasy Saga. Ooh, Dark Fantasy. Sounds fun. I want to read Six of Crows, that series, but I haven't had the time. I also want to read like Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka, I think. That's a good series. I've been meaning to get into philosophy. Or like books regarding sense of self. I've heard it's a good book. It's about like transforming into something. Although my friend told me that you can watch the movie The Fly with like Jeff Goldblum, and apparently it's based off of Metamorphosis. That's interesting. Six of Crows is a good read. I have heard when I was in high school. This might date me. When I was in high school, I remember it being super popular and everybody was talking about it on Tumblr. Both books are pretty good, yay. I wanted to read Six of Crows, but my library didn't have it. My public library didn't have the book series. They only had like the second book and the third book, and they didn't have the first one. So I was like, oh, I can't read it. I did read the Inkheart series by Jessica something, and I also read the... God, what is it named? What is it called? Graceling. I also read the Graceling series. I also highly recommend that series, by the way. If you have not heard of it, it's like a really interesting take on superpowers. The entire series, like Graceling books 1 to 3, it's a trilogy, and then there's also the Bluebell series, which is like books 1 to 3, but it's like the POV of the girl. And there's also like a there's like a spin-off too with a guy. It's very interesting. I think you're confusing the Shadow and Bone trilogy and the Six of Crows duology, since Six of Crows only has 2 books. Ooh, maybe. My library never had Six of Crows. I looked, we just didn't have it, I don't know. Metamorphosis is a single noon read. You should also read the script of Waiting for Godot if you're into mind-tickling stuff. Ooh. I will be playing a game on Friday, I believe? Thursday, Friday, called Gorgoa that I believe is kind of based off of that type of book. It's a really interesting art style, and it's a puzzle game. So you go into a storybook and you move objects around to change things in their perspectives. It's really trippy. It's kind of fun. Hello, happy holidays. Hello, hello, welcome. There's Santa on my forehead. Whoa. Happy holidays. Do you have anything exciting upcoming? I should read Metamorphosis. I've been meaning to get around to it. There was this game I got on my phone a long time ago, and it was one of the recommended books that was recommended to me. It's called Alter Ego. It's called Alter Ego. It's like a really short, I wouldn't call it a dating game. It's like a personality visual novel game. And it's on the iPhone. I don't know if it's on Samsung, like if you have a Samsung, if it's on the Android, Google Play Store, maybe. But if you want a book that kind of psychologically diagnoses you, but in a lighthearted way, and also recommends you cool books, and you also get a yandere, minorly yandere, smartass female main character, I would recommend the game. Very interesting, very short. It is like a cookie clicker type game, although you can skip it. It's like an idle game, you can kind of leave it on the side, or you can watch ads and skip it. It takes maybe like 2 days per route. But at the very end, when you finish the true ending, you get to talk to her, and then you find out her true identity, and then she'll like recommend you books to read. Very fun. And then when you don't come back for a while, she's like, where did you go? So that's fun. Just hanging with family as always. Nice. Do you have any food planned? Or do you have anything like, what do you got planned for holiday dinner? I want to see what people are eating. I love mind scratching content. I'll be sure to check it out. Yay, I'm looking forward to it too. And I will also be doing a Christmas karaoke tomorrow. Yippee! Would you be so time to type the name on chat? That sounds like a type of game I can get behind. Which one? Gorogoa or Alter Ego? It's called It's literally called Alter Ego by Caramel Column Inc. Yeah, Alter Ego. It's really interesting. They recommend like different books and you can pick. So, short premise of the game, you end up in a different world and you are faced with two types of things. It's like a majorly a psychology type game where they attempt to give you like a psychological diagnosis. And you can pick things based off of like your ego or your super ego or your id. And so based off of the responses and choices that you pick as a result of like her trying to diagnose you, you can pick things that are like more ego or versus like selfish person based or like selfless. You get different endings. It's really interesting. Can I recommend Fever Meme? What is Fever Meme? Is that a game? Just the classic holiday food, although I heard about plum pudding, which is a famous dish in Ireland, I think. Pretty cool. Ooh. I keep hearing about figgy pudding because of like the songs. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We want our figgy pudding, we want our figgy pudding, we want our figgy pudding, give it right now. I just remember that one Phineas and Ferb episode where they were like singing about figgy pudding and then like Doofenshmirtz is like, they won't go away. I hate figgy pudding. And I'm like, what is figgy pudding? I've never had it. A game, a rage bait game? Oh, what's it about? You think figgy pudding is another name? Ooh, interesting. Thank you for the follow. Who was that? Uh-oh. Oh. Oh no, it's not showing up. Oh, that's gone. I didn't see who that was, but thank you for the follow. I think that was on YouTube. Welcome, person. Hello, how are you? We are just yapping, and I'm telling everybody about my trip. And I think that was it, really. I went on a trip. Well, I went out to lunch with a stranger, and I'm never gonna see them ever again. It's something like Stanley Parable, but very rage baity. Ooh. The game trolls like mad. So it's like the there is no game. Or like the there is no game, or the I have the Talos Principle. I've been meaning to play it one day. I know I'm getting old because I've been invited to celebrate New Year at midday. Like you stand in the plaza and party at 12 instead of midnight. Wow. That's kind of sad. Can you imagine? Why? That's like being like, I'm gonna go trick-or-treating at 5 p.m. and then we get to go home and have dinner. Like, it's giving that energy. Hey, it's 1 a.m. Do we kick you out soon? Yeah, I should go to bed. I mean, I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. Oh well. Yeah, but that was my trip. And then on Friday, I had hot pot with my friends, and I had like, we did a sleepover. That was nice. I'll tell you guys about it tomorrow. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow. I gotta more. I have more things to talk about, but I forgot everything that I was gonna talk about because when I'm streaming, I forget everything. I forgot. I like literally the day before stream, I sit there and I'm like, this would be great to talk about on stream, and then I don't talk about it on stream and I forget. Yo, it's been an hour. I know it's bedtime for me. I'm so happy that my computer's working again. Oh my god. I'm not getting the over encoding overloaded message. I'm not lagging. We were lagging a little bit at the beginning, but we're fine now. I don't know what happened. Weird. Yippee! I did turn down my bitrate. Maybe that was a problem. I went from like 10,000 to like 8,000. I'm staying up practicing violin. I slept in until 4 p.m. Oof. Get some rest. If you can't fall asleep, just lie down and close your eyes. It'll work. No bed, more burp. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be doing a Christmas karaoke tomorrow. Look forward to it. Stream until 8 a.m. No. I had to get up at 7 and I have a doctor's appointment at 8. I have a doctor's appointment. I gotta go. As a catch, I get to celebrate twice with 2 groups of friends. Ooh, that sounds fun. Maybe you should like merge it into one and be like, let's have one party. The scuff is dwindling. Kind of. Listen, it's seeing the threat of me building a PC, and my current PC is like, I gotta shape up, otherwise I'm gonna be thrown out. No more robot voice though. That was weird. I don't know what's happening with it. I should find a program that lets me replicate it because it was kind of fun. I wanted to be like Daft Punk for a second. I can't replicate it. Have a good rest. See y'all tomorrow. See you. I will see you guys maybe around 10 or 11 p.m. So in 22 hours, or wait, 14 hours? I can't do math. You figure it out. We're talking to a skinwalker. No Scuffly's responsibility goes on dates, touches grass. I'm not going on a date. It was a friend meeting. Bye, guys. Get out of here. Take care. Pleasure to see you again. Yay! Yippee! I will see you guys tomorrow, and I hope to see you guys there. We'll have fun. We'll have fun with Christmas songs. I have a set list planned. I planned it like 2 weeks in advance because I was really excited about it. I really like Christmas music. I think I mentioned this last time, but my favorite type of music in general is like campy songs. Like I love songs that you can sing and then everybody knows the words to. Like songs that you sing on the bus, songs that like you hear and you sing in the car, on the radio. with like family-friendly songs, like party songs. I like those. Thanks for the stream. Was it delight hearing about your adventures? Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward. I have more stories. I just don't remember them right now. But I will see you guys tomorrow and we can yap more. Maybe in between songs. I have what? I think it's 16 songs on my set list, I think. I've been loving Irish traditional songs. Very addictive. Ooh, do you know about... what's her name? Celtic Woman? I recommend her. She's a really good violin player. 6, 7. 6 salmon. Woohoo! Good night. Bye.